I do anything to keep my Sugar's plushies safe. Since I'm overprotective of them, I do everything I can to keep them safe, though. And I definitely don't want to lose them either. They're all very important to me. Ever since the first plushie I got was Vanellope, the second one was Gloyd, and the other next ones were Swizzle and Minty, and then it was all the other ones. That was the best year of 2024. Because, getting my Sugar's plushies was the best thing that ever happened. Because I was sick and tired of those stupid cutouts. I always keep them at home at all costs. But if I were to go to my aunts and uncles, I would take them with me. But I put them in a carry-on bag, like the one I have in the corner. You know that? A carry-on bag is like the perfect thing to keep your plushies. While most of you like to take your Sugar's plushies everywhere, I keep mine at home at all costs. Well, for a very real reason, to avoid being humiliated again. Because remember that time when I told you guys about how those bullies deeply humiliated me in front of everybody in art class, and I got really mad at them? Yeah, I was very depressed about it, and I felt really ashamed, which is why I'm being protective of them. Hopefully not strict, but yeah. And I always have to restrain everybody away from them. The other time when I was gonna watch Milo and Otis, my dad was messing with me a little bit too much, sneaking my plushies away. I got really mad at him and my mother, and I raised my voice at them. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I know I shouldn't raise my voice at night, but yeah. So I had to restrain my family away from my plushies. My dad could only go near them unless they need CPR. My parents also help me make sure that they're okay, though. My dad always checks them every time in case something happened to them. Like if they were to fall or if somebody took them. But seriously, I would, and I will also do the same thing to my uncle and cousins. I will restrain them away, except for my aunt, And I bet y'all curious enough. Why am I not going to restrain my aunts away from them? Because, well, yeah, we got a true reason. If I were to leave my Sugar's plushies at my aunt and uncle's by accident, I would be devastated. But my aunt told me that she would take good care of them and not take them out of their the carry-on bag. My aunt is a wonderful aunt. She's the only person I trust in her family because, she always took care of our stuff whenever we leave them behind. Because we used to always accidentally leave our belongings there. So yeah, she's the only person I could trust to take care of them if I were to leave them there by accident. And I still have to give her more advice about and stuff and information of how to keep them safe. But she did tell me that she would take good care of them and not let anybody touch them. I just want my Sugar's plushies to be safe. Is that so wrong? No, it shouldn't be. But seriously, do you guys think it's polite to even take someone's plushies that are not yours? No, that's not very nice. You should never take things that are not yours, and never play rough with your Sugar's plushies. Treat them away how you want to be treated, okay? And I will also want to keep Gloyd safe as well, I love Gloyd Orangespore, and I wish people would stop criticizing him too. That's why I put #RespectGloyd in the descriptions. And I would do the same thing for Wally, Candlehead, and Adorbeezel, because they're my favorite racers. Gloyd, Candlehead, and Adorbeezel are my 3 favorite racers. Gloyd is my first / most favorite, Candlehead is my second, and Adorbeezel is my third. So yeah, I always do anything to keep my plushies safe, and my aunt's the only person I can trust to take care of them if I were to leave them there by accident. So yeah.